Major news in the NFL regarding unsigned rookie Shemar Stewart. After being at some of these offseason workouts and being a sideline viewer, he's gone. He left. He is not present at the Cincinnati Bengals minicamp as of now. And that's coming from Adam Schefter. Y'all know we're going to talk about it and break it all down right after this.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, and I'm bringing you some breaking news on the episode today. So if you're tuned in with me, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Man, what the F is going on in Cincinnati? First and foremost, you already disrespected your man Trey Hendrickson, who was the leading pass rusher, at least in sack totals last season, and you don't want to sign him. He even came to the podium and said it's personal now, right in front of the microphones, and let y'all know where he stand. He not playing for y'all. And the young rookie said, I ain't playing for y'all either. My man's Shemar Stewart for the Cincinnati Bengals, drafted in the first round by the organization, pretty much looked at his stuff and pretty much said, y'all ain't giving me a contract that makes a lot of sense. Y'all ain't trying to make sure that I'm good if there's an injury that occurs. Y'all act like I'm about to go out here and be the guinea pig for whatever agenda y'all got on y'all minds, and it's not going to happen. According to Adam Schefter, my man's has now left mandatory minicamp. Stewart has been attending team activities, but without a signed contract and with the Bengals asking for certain clauses. No longer. Look, and for those that are wondering what the clause is, this is the clause that I pulled that I was able to figure out. Pretty much, the Cincinnati Bengals have decided to, and this is coming from an article from Pro Football, the Bengals have decided to wedge a new clause into Stewart's deal. The clause would turn a default in any given year into a void of all remaining guarantees. In prior Bengals contract, a void wiped out only the guarantees for the year in which the default occurred. So pretty much, they saying if you get injured now, everything is gone. Even if you don't get injured the year after or the year after that, if you get injured in game 2 of this season, you're done for the remainder of your contract. And this is what draws me to be ticked off about this whole situation, even though I'm not even per se the biggest Cincinnati fan out there, but I do love Joe Burrow. I am a fan of Jamar Chase, and I do believe that T. Higgins should have been paid, rightfully so. But if you are Shemar Stewart, or if you are the Cincinnati Bengals, let me start there. If you are the Cincinnati Bengals, why the hell did you draft Shemar Stewart in the first place? Everybody knew. Everybody and their grandmother knew that Shemar Stewart was coming into the NFL with 4.5 sacks throughout his whole collegiate career. We looked at the combine. We looked at some of the tape on the field and said that this man is athletic as hell. This man is always around the football. He just couldn't bring down a quarterback to generate the sack totals. Y'all still selected him, though. There was a number of options that you had right in front of you if you're the Cincinnati Bengals that you could have went out there and said, yeah, we know we have our doubts about Shemar Stewart. Let's go ahead and get us a Mike Green. Could have been an option. Derek Harmon out of Oregon could have been an option for the Cincinnati Bengals. Just saying. But these guys are sitting in here trying to put in new provisions that they have not done to guys in the past. My man Shemar Stewart even sat down in front of the media yesterday and said, I believe I'm 100% right. I'm not asking for nothing y'all have never done before. But in y'all cases, y'all just want to win arguments, more than winning games. And that's exactly how it looks like over there in Cincinnati. We could sit there and we could say that he's being petty, and we could sit there and we can knock Shemar Stewart for all the things that he's doing, but he's 100% right on this. And look, I hold myself accountable. I did not like the sounds of this early on, especially considering how he came into the league. And I was one of those guys like, man, get your ass on the field. But at the end of the day, he's 100% right. And I got to backtrack and say I was wrong. Facts. I have to sit back and say, hey, I ain't even mad at you for not being on the field anymore. Because I was wanting him to come into this league and get himself right so he can go out there and show us what he's actually made of. But the damn Cincinnati Bengals don't even want him to get on the field to see what he's actually made of, to see if he can go out there, receive some coaching, and be able to execute and use that athleticism and use his pass rushing ability to then generate the sack totals that he never really generated in college. The point is that if you are the Cincinnati Bengals, if you didn't believe in the kid, you shouldn't have drafted him. It's really that simple. If you didn't believe in the kid, you shouldn't have drafted the kid. Because look, Joe Burrow had one of the best, if not the best, statistical seasons last year. And guess what? You were still your ass on the outside looking in for the playoffs. So to think just because you re-signed Jamar Chase and you added on T. Higgins with that and you got Joe Burrow, guess what, Cincinnati? It ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. Football is the ultimate team sport for a reason, because while the offense can go and put up 30, but if the defense giving up 35, guess what? All those hundreds and hundreds of yards and touchdowns that Joe Burrow put up for a said Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whatever the day the game is on, you're still going to lose if your defense can't stop nobody. This ain't tennis to where it's just dependent on one person. This ain't basketball to where the same 3, 4, 5 great guys can go out there and play both ends of the court. No, this is football. You got to depend on 11 on offense and 11 on the defense, and Joe Burrow ain't going out there rushing the damn passer. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Because you already botched the whole Trey Hendrickson thing, giving him and saying, hey, play out this season. We're going to take care of you on the back end. Hence why I'd be like, damn. Yes, I like when certain organizations put their foot down on said players that are not being productive, but I also push for player empowerment simply because situations like this, now you got Trey Hendrickson well over his 30s with the potential that he might be missing an entire season if he stand on business. If Trey Hendrickson stand on business, he's going to be missing an entire year as a 30-year-old. And this ain't no type of situation the way you look at it like, hey, maybe this guy can miss a year, take a year off and then come back and be that explosive player that we knew he can be. Maybe, but nothing is guaranteed in this NFL. One hit can get you out the door. One hit can be done, cause you to be done for the season, can definitely be done to end your career. But those are the type of things you put yourself into when you come to the negotiating table to talk contracts. I don't think Trey Hendrickson is asking for crazy money. I could be wrong. But as of for right now, y'all was making promises that you didn't really stand by. You ain't really stand by it. Don't tell a man you're going to look out for him and he's giving you his all, his blood, sweat, and tears to your city, to your organization, even when y'all was ass on the defense. Keep it a buck with the whole situation here. Keep it real with the whole situation here. I don't give a damn if Joe Burrow go out and throw 400 yards a week. If that defense can't stop nobody, L after L after L will be passing up, because you're already going to be seeing some really, really good defense within your own division. Within your own division, you have issues that you have to worry about. And y'all sitting up in here playing and acting as if y'all can just win these games without defense. It does not work like that. I understand that the new NFL is more focused on the offensive side of the ball and more focused on the passers and the pass catchers. But guess what? The games are still won in the trenches, big dog. The game is still won in the trenches, big dog. Keep it real. Y'all thought that Patrick Mahomes was going to get by that Eagles defense? Shit. What them trenches was that then? Where them trenches was at then? Every single championship that Patrick Mahomes has lost was lost due to poor offensive line play and the other guys not being available to get separation and other things. But the number one thing was the games are won in the trenches. You want to be a champion? Build the trenches. You want to get yourself to win football games? Build the trenches. And right now, your offensive line in Cincinnati is not even at the top of the line. They decent. They ain't the top of the line. And your defensive line, you got two potential good pass rushers, ain't a part of the team, bro. They not. I don't give a damn how impressive some of these undrafted free agents come in and be during training camp, or some of these late round selections could be in training camp. None of that matters when it's actually you going up against the man across from you and they just better. They just better. Come on now. They Cincinnati Bengals just looking like complete buffoons right now. Seriously. Why even draft Shemar Stewart? Why? And why y'all trying to change up the whole game and acting as if he asking for something that's different? Multiple reports are out there that the man is not asked for nothing that they haven't given the last draft pick that they selected in the first round forever. Looking at the Cincinnati Bengals schedule, you start this schedule off with the Browns defense week 1. Good luck. Good luck. I understand there's not a lot of people sold on the Browns, but hey, what the Browns are intending to do, we'll see how good it is. The Browns are intending to run the damn football and play good defense. They planning to run the football with Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson and play good defense. And they have defense. You got a game record Myles Garrett and you pick up Mason Graham. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Joe Burrow gonna score 30? Good luck. Then you go against the Jags. Then you see the Vikings defense and the Vikings offense. Then you see the Denver Broncos defense and offense. Then you see the Detroit Lions. We'll see what that defense look like, but they're getting their guy back in Aiden Hutchinson. Green Bay Packers, good defense. Pittsburgh Steelers, good defense. New York Jets, good defense. Y'all sitting up in here playing in y'all backside. What's wrong with y'all? For real. For real. Shout out to my people that's joining. But you are absolutely right, Jawan. Cincinnati acting like they just won a damn Super Bowl. Y'all ain't win nothing. The great Joe Burrow has been sitting at home at the conclusion of the season for missing the playoffs the last 2 seasons, bro. I hate stupid shit like this. Let's keep football. Let's keep football. I'm too passionate about this stuff. For real. And then after they face the Jets, they play the Bears defense, who's going to be expected to be much, much better. Then you go against the Steelers again. Then you go against Mike Vrabel and his newly built defense and the Patriots. The Ravens again. And then the Bills. That man, what? Y'all out here playing petty games. I don't fault Shemar Stewart one bit for saying to hell with y'all. For real. I don't fault Shemar Stewart for saying to hell with the Cincinnati Bengals because y'all acting as if y'all won something and y'all ain't win nothing. The only win you got was in the offseason when you re-signed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But guess how much money you coughed up because you waited and played in your backside. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. My man's Jay Capone in the house too, man. He said, yo, Bobito, what's the word, folks? Now, what up, my boy? He said the Bengals are Delulu to the max. What an idiot. Bro, what? Bro. Everybody, look, hey, we ain't going to be here too much longer, but this is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. The New York Jets has operated more better than a lot of franchises this offseason. Crazy, right? They operated better than the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they've been operating better than these dumbass Cincinnati Bengals. Call it how we see it. Crazy, right? Crazy. Like crazy. Hey, the New York Jets looked my man's Aaron Rodgers in the face and said, you going to play or not? Well, I don't know. All right, we done with you. Standing on business. Stand on business. Because we ain't got time for it, bro. We don't have time for that. You don't want to play here, or you still don't have your mind made up. We not waiting. If you Pittsburgh, you can wait. We ain't waiting. And they went and got themselves a young quarterback to see what he could do in Justin Fields. And I'm rooting for the kid. I'm rooting for the kid. I'm rooting for the kid. But man, I'm too passionate about this shit, man. I love football so much, bro. I don't care what team it is. If organizations are doing dumb stuff, we got to call them out. We got to call them out, bro, because this is unacceptable. Why draft Shemar Stewart if you don't want to sign him? Why try to finesse him into signing something that you ain't never give any other person that you selected in the first round? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. For real. But all right, man. I just wanted to come in and give y'all that quick breaking news, bro, because I'm too passionate about football, bro. And I love football so much. I root for the Bears, but I love football. Hence why I cover the entire NFL now, because I just love the shit so much. So much passion goes into this. But when you see dumb stuff just being placed out there for whatever team, you got to call them people out. You got to call them people out, because no way you go out there and select this man, and then there's a possibility that he might not even play the season for you either. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But hey, that is it for me, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in into another episode, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. The support has been tremendous. We appreciate y'all. Continue to hit that like button and subscribe. That continues to help us grow. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all always love football, and y'all already know.